Nathan Cleary, captain of the Panthers, state of origin star, one of the most dominant halfbacks of the modern era, a three-time premiership winner. But now, the whispers swirling around him aren't about his kicking game, his leadership, or his brilliance on the field. Instead, fans are buzzing about something far more personal, far more explosive, a divorce rumor. Yes, you heard that right. The word spreading through social media is that Nathan Cleary, who's been linked publicly to high-profile relationships, has found himself at the center of speculation about a split, a so-called divorce. But is it true? Has Cleary really been rocked by a private life scandal that could impact his career? Or is this just another case of rugby league gossip spiraling out of control? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, I'll take you deep inside the rumor, how it started, why it matters, and whether there's any truth behind it. And trust me, the twists in this story will leave you shocked. Let's set the scene. The Panthers are fresh off another dominant season, with Cleary steering the ship like the champion he is. His kicking game? Surgical. His leadership? Growing stronger with every match. His trophy cabinet? Overflowing. And yet, while Cleary's public image on the field is almost spotless, his personal life has often been a magnet for headlines. From viral photos to high-profile rumors about who he's dating, fans and media can't help but obsess over his private world. That's where this latest rumor comes in. According to whispers, Cleary's relationship, which many believed was steady and serious, has hit the rocks. Some even claimed that he's facing a divorce-style split. Now, whether that word divorce is literal or simply being used to dramatize a breakup, the effect was the same: fans started talking. A lot. Why? Because Nathan Cleary isn't just a halfback. He's the face of Penrith, the backbone of New South Wales, and one of the most marketable stars in the NRL. Any shake in his personal life feels like a shake in the league itself. And here's where the first cliffhanger arrives: the rumor didn't appear out of nowhere. Some fans pointed to recent photos, or rather, the absence of them. Cleary hadn't been seen publicly with his partner for weeks. Social media posts dried up. Event appearances were suddenly solo. Others swore they saw tension during public outings earlier in the year. A few gossip accounts even hinted at arguments, at disagreements, at cracks in what many thought was a stable relationship. So naturally, the word divorce started being thrown around. But here's the problem with rumors: once they take off, they have a life of their own. Fans speculate, reporters chase shadows, and suddenly, Nathan Cleary's name isn't trending because of a try-saving tackle or a 40/20th kick. It's trending because of whispers about his private life. And that's dangerous, because in today's NRL, reputation and image are everything. Just ask Cameron Munster, Latrell Mitchell, or Reece Walsh. One off-field headline, true or not, can overshadow weeks of brilliance on the field. So when the words Nathan Cleary and a divorce started getting paired together, fans immediately asked, could this be real? Could the Panthers leader be quietly dealing with turmoil behind the scenes? And if so, what does that mean for Penrith's dominance? That's the question that kept fans scrolling, searching, speculating. But here's the cliffhanger I'll leave you with before we dive deeper. The truth about this rumor might not be what you think. In fact, once the full picture comes into focus, you'll see just how twisted the story really is. And this is why we do what we do here on Aussie NRL Updates. Because the rugby league world isn't just about what happens on the field, it's about the drama, the rumors, and the stories that keep fans hooked day and night. If you want the real breakdowns, the full truth, and every twist in the tale, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You won't want to miss what comes next. Alright, let's dig into the truth behind this so-called Nathan Cleary divorce rumor. First things first, Nathan Cleary is not divorced. In fact, the word divorced here is misleading. Cleary is not publicly married. So technically, he can't be going through a legal divorce at all. What actually happened is this: fans and gossip pages started conflating talk of a possible breakup with Cleary's long-term partner into something bigger, splashier, and more dramatic. That's why the word divorce got attached to his name. It's clickbait. A headline designed to shock. But while the word may not be accurate, it does raise an important truth: Nathan Cleary's personal relationships are under constant public scrutiny. Every photo, every like on Instagram, every public outing is analyzed like a play in a grand final. And when those things suddenly go quiet, fans start filling in the blanks themselves. Now, here's the surprise twist: sources close to the Panthers have said Cleary is fine. He's focused. He's training harder than ever. And if there was a breakup or personal shake-up in his life, it hasn't derailed his form one bit. In fact, some argue he's playing better than ever, almost as though he's channeling off-field distractions into on-field dominance. But this begs a bigger question: why do fans care so much about Cleary's love life in the first place? The answer is simple: because he's not just a player. He's a brand. He's a leader. He's the most high-profile halfback of his generation. And in the NRL, personal life and public image are deeply connected. A stable family man? That's marketable. A young superstar caught up in rumored splits and drama? That's gossip-worthy. And here's the kicker: Cleary isn't the first to be caught up in divorce-style rumors. Over the years, plenty of NRL stars have had their private lives dragged into the spotlight. Mitchell Pearce, Daly Cherry Evans. Even legends like Darren Lockyer had rumours swirling at one point. In each case, the truth was often far less dramatic than the headline suggested. So, what does this all mean for Nathan Cleary? It means he's learning one of the hardest lessons of superstardom: when you're at the top, people will always look for cracks. Fans will speculate. Gossip pages will amplify. And rivals will whisper. But Cleary's response so far has been telling. Silence. He hasn't fueled the rumors. He hasn't issued any panic denials. He's simply kept his head down and kept winning games. And maybe that's the smartest play of all. Because in rugby league, nothing shuts down a rumor faster than results. Win games. Lift trophies. Let your footy do the talking. So let's wrap this up. The Nathan Cleary divorce rumor? Overblown. A storm whipped up by speculation, misinterpreted signals, and the hunger for a headline. The truth? Cleary is not divorced. If there's been a breakup, it's private. If there's personal tension, it's not derailing his football. And if anything, the whole saga just proves how much attention this young man commands. Because here's the real cliffhanger: if fans go this wild over a false divorce rumor, imagine what will happen when a real story breaks. One thing is certain: Nathan Cleary will stay in the headlines. Sometimes for brilliance, sometimes for whispers, sometimes for stories that turn out to be nothing at all. But he will always be at the center of the rugby league conversation. And that's what makes him fascinating. Not just a halfback. Not just a leader. But a superstar whose every move is magnified. So next time you hear Nathan Cleary's name trending, ask yourself, is it fact, or is it rumor? And remember, here, we'll always chase down the truth. This has been Aussie NRL Updates, your home for the biggest stories, the raw truths, and the drama that makes rugby league the wildest sport on earth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because tomorrow's headline might just be bigger than today's.